Hi everyone, it's your girl Tamari, the Astro Fashionista. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't, please subscribe below. Press the bell icon for notifications and give this video a thumbs up. Today I'm going to be giving you our May 2019 horoscopes, and I cannot believe it's already May, you guys. I feel like this year just started. But this is going to be a pretty decent month. It's going to be a good time to get things done. We have the Sun in Taurus. So first, let's go over the general astrological forecast for all 12 signs. So what do you guys think about my new astrological wheel? This was purchased from a woman called Kesenya. She's an AstroLada astrologer. I will link her information, AstroLada's information, down below. She hand makes these, I believe, and I thought it would be the perfect thing for my monthly horoscope. So hope this helps you guys understand the astrology a little bit more. So first, let's talk about what's going on generally for all the 12 signs. So starting with May 1st. So the Sun is currently in Taurus. And whenever the Sun is in Taurus, Taurus is the first earth sign of the zodiac. It's my zodiac sign. My birthday was actually April 22nd, but it's not about me. So Taurus is all about being steadfast, stable, luxury loving, all about the five senses, being in touch with touch, feel, taste, sight. It's a very sensual sign. And when the Sun is there, we're all feeling a little bit more in tune with those parts of ourselves. So that is a big thing for the month, of course. But on May 1st, we have Mercury in Aries. So we have Mercury here. This little guy is here in Aries, and Mars is actually in Gemini down here. And Mercury is the communication planet. I think a lot of you guys are familiar with Mercury retrograde. So Mercury is actually making a positive aspect to Mars in Gemini, because those two signs are sextile on May 1st. That's a great day to put action behind ideas. The only thing is that Mercury is also squaring. It's making a square to Saturn, which is up here in Capricorn. So even if you do have a new idea that's that you want to work on, it's going to take a lot of hard work because of that Saturn influence. So just make sure that you're ready for the task. On May 2nd, we have Mercury again making a positive aspect to Jupiter. Jupiter is in his home sign Sagittarius, and Jupiter expands everything. It's the biggest planet on here. My sun got all messed up, so that's why the sun looks so small. But Jupiter expands everything that it touches, and Mercury making a positive aspect to Jupiter again reinforces the whole idea of doing something on a big scale, having a big idea, bringing something new into fruition that's going to take a lot of hard work. But remember, Jupiter is retrograde. So whatever is started right now might take a little bit longer. You might have to redo things over and over again until you get it right with Jupiter retrograde. And then we also have on May 2nd, the same day, Mercury squaring Pluto. So again, even though there's a positive aspect, there's also a more difficult one. That's a day that we should all watch what we say, watch our words, because whatever we say that day, we can't take back. So just, I'm giving you a little bit of caution there. On May 4th, we have a Taurus new moon. The moon is down here in Taurus, and new moons are all about new beginnings, fresh starts, really making your dreams come true if you have dreams, wiping the slate clean and just starting fresh. This Taurus new moon happens when the moon is actually making a positive aspect to Neptune in Pisces, its home sign, right here. So that's considered a sextile. And so that's going to be a day that is good for putting actions behind your dreams, because Pisces is a sign all about dreams. Neptune's is all about making things dreamy and being harmonious. And with the new moon there, it really could be a foundation for bringing your dreams to fruition. And then on the second week of May, we have, on May 6th, we have Mercury entering Taurus. So Mercury's here. It then moves down here into Taurus. The moon is going to be moving because the moon moves every 2.5 days. It's not going to be completely accurate all the time. But when the Mercury is in Taurus, Mercury in Aries was very fiery energy. It was very direct energy, saying things before you maybe think about them. Taurus is probably the opposite. Mercury in Taurus is being very methodical about the things you say, thinking before you speak, maybe speaking a little slower, so we'll all be feeling a little more calm, which I think is great after this fiery Aries energy. So Mercury will be there. And then on May 8th, Mercury is going to conjunct with Uranus. So as you can see, we have these two big planets here. Well, this is the sun. Uranus is here. Uranus is in Taurus for the next 7 years, which is a huge deal. Mercury is going to sit right next to Uranus on May 8th. And that can bring an idea out of the whim for some of us. Mercury is all about change. I mean, Mercury is about communication, but Uranus is all about unexpected change, inspiration, just things moving pretty swiftly and out of the blue. So when Mercury is there, it can mean just a new idea, but it can also mean saying things just off the fly and not really thinking them through. It won't be too, I'm not too worried since Mercury is in Taurus, but just a little bit of caution. Don't say that I didn't warn you. And then on that same day, May 8th, we still have Sun making a harmonious aspect to Neptune. The Sun's here. Again, Neptune's here. So again, that's going to be a great day for like creative pursuits, being artsy, being in harmony, just really having just a nice, pleasant time, because Taurus loves to be pleasant, and so does Pisces. And when Pisces is in Neptune, it's at home where it's going to be for a very, very long time. So that's just a nice harmonious time. On May 9th, we have Venus in Aries. So Venus, the love planet right here, is in Aries, and that's going to be making a positive aspect to Jupiter in Sagittarius up here. These are two fire signs. It's what's called a trine. That is actually a really good day to be feeling good. You're feeling optimistic, but watch out for being a little bit too optimistic, because at the same time it's making that harmonious aspect, it's making a hard aspect to Pluto in Capricorn, which is, you can see Pluto is up here. So although we'll be feeling good for the most part, because Venus is a benefic planet, Jupiter is a benefic planet, that square to Pluto. Pluto is a very powerful planet, very intense. It's just causing, I mean, there's going to be a lot of passion probably that day, but just watch out for having passion with like the wrong person or something like that. Then on May 11th, we have Sun making a positive aspect to Saturn in Capricorn. The Sun is here, Capricorn is here, and Saturn's here for a while. Capricorn and Taurus are considered trine each other. That's a positive aspect in astrology. That's an excellent day for getting things done, because Taurus likes to work hard, Capricorn likes to work hard, the Sun, which is all about our vitality, and Saturn, which is all about hard work or in harmony. So it's a great time to like get things done. So really use that energy. On May 13th, after the Sun makes that positive aspect to Saturn, it's going to make a positive aspect to Pluto in Capricorn. That's another day for getting things done, to really transform things, putting personal power behind, or putting action behind something, using your personal power. Great day for that. On May 14th, we have Venus in Aries, making a positive aspect to Mars in Gemini. That is actually, that is a really passionate day, actually. Not passionate as if those two planets were in like maybe a water sign, but anytime Mars and Venus hook up, it's like fireworks. And Venus is all about love, and Mars is about action and passion. So those two being in harmony can make it a really passionate day. Even though it's in a fire and an air sign, you might be connecting with someone on maybe an intellectual level. May 15th, we have Venus actually moving into Taurus. And this is great news, because Venus actually rules Taurus. So it's at home in Taurus, and it's all about, you know, feeling good, embracing your luxury life or your luxurious side of life, pampering yourself, being creative. It's really good for finances since Taurus rules money. It's a really good place for Venus to be. So that's on May 15th. On that same day, Mercury is actually making a positive aspect to Neptune in Pisces. So again, feeling very dreamy and romantic. A lot of us are going to be feeling that way. But then Mars is going to enter Cancer, which is not the best placement for Mars because it's considered to be in detriment there, because Mars is exalted, which exalted means like on another level. A grand level in Capricorn, and Cancer is opposite Capricorn, so it's considered to be in detriment when it moves there. It's not terrible, but just something we might be feeling like a little bit of a slowdown, because Mars is all about action and vitality, and Cancer kind of takes its time to get things done. So there's a little bit of a slowdown there. May 21st, the Sun is actually going to enter Gemini. And now it's a social time. This is a time of the year for us to kind of connect, form new friendships, talk, go out, connect with people, maybe do some short trips or things like that. I'm just going to move this here so it's more spotlight on Gemini. So the Sun will be there. Great time for socializing. And then Mercury also enters Gemini that same day. And Mercury rules Gemini. It rules Gemini and Virgo. So it loves to be at home in Gemini. So this is really going to be more of a social time for everyone, especially if you are a Gemini or maybe another air sign. Okay, and then on May 29th, Mercury is actually going to square Neptune in Pisces. Mercury, again, is about communication, ideas. Neptune is all about disillusionment. It dissolves things. It can cause a little confusion. Yes, it makes things more hyper creative, but it also is not great for with things that are not solidified. So this is not a great day to make decisions. May 29th, I would wait until this transit is over because we're not feeling so clear. Then on May 31st, we have Venus in Taurus. Venus is here, making a positive aspect to Saturn in Capricorn. This is a beautiful day for like art project. It's a good day for money because Saturn is all about structure and laying a foundation. So if you've been being careful with your money, you could see maybe a payoff there. It's a good time to maybe make an investment if you're thinking of doing that. It's a good time to solidify a romantic relationship because Saturn likes to add structure to things, and Venus does rule romance. So that's a beautiful day as well. Okay, so now keep watching for more information about your sign in particular. Go Taurus, it's your birthday. Go Taurus, it's your birthday. Go tell Mary it was your birthday. Oh, go. Oh, excuse me, don't mind me. I'm just excited for Taurus season here. Yeah, where are my Tauruses at? So excited, guys. Okay, so we start off the month with the Sun actually in Taurus. My sign, your sign, hopefully if you're watching, or a Taurus rising, or even a Taurus moon. May 1st. Okay, we have Mercury in Aries. At the beginning of the month, there's still some, you might be feeling a little just not 100% yourself yet, even though the Sun's in your sign. We still have Mercury, the communication planet, in Aries right here. Venus, your ruler, is still in Aries. But the good thing is that Aries, Mercury in Aries sextiles Mars. Sextile is a positive aspect, and Mars is in Gemini. It's in your second house. So you might be dreaming and scheming up ideas to increase income. This is a theme for Aries, but with this type of the beginning of the month, this is also a theme for you, just with activity happening in your second house around ideas and your subconscious. And then we have the Taurus new moon. Here's the moon. Let's move it over here. This is your new moon for the year, Taurus. Every sign gets a new moon, at least one a year. And this day on May 4th, the new moon is in Taurus, and this is all about new beginnings. It's really a time where you should really strategize and think about what you want to accomplish for the next 12 months. It's almost like a solar return for you in some respect, although it's not solar, it's the moon. Let's call it a lunar return. So really good time for planting seeds and new ideas and things like that. We also have the moon making a positive aspect to Neptune and Pisces on that day. So you're feeling really good about what's to come for you, Taurus. A lot of changes coming, especially for those early born Tauruses, with Uranus in Taurus, the planet of change, unexpected change at that. So all Tauruses are feeling like things are going to change. Like they know something's looming. Something's on the forefront of change for most Tauruses. And then on May 6th, we have Mercury entering Taurus. Mercury in Aries is very direct and almost assertive energy. Mercury in Taurus is more calm, cool, collected, methodical, thinking about what you say. It's where you're going to feel at home and feel comfortable. A lot of Tauruses are going to be able to communicate better with Mercury there, so that's a really good thing. Then on May 8th, we have Mercury conjuncting Uranus in Taurus. A conjunction is when it's sitting right next to each other, and that is going to be an idea that comes out of the blue for you. There might, on the flip side, it could be you and Tauruses need to watch saying something out of the blue that maybe you don't mean. So I would just watch who you're talking to. If someone pisses you off or something, you know, you're not going to be able to take those words back. So I would just guard against that. And then it's also a great day for the arts, creative endeavors, which Taurus is all about. A lot of people don't know that, but with Venus as Taurus's ruler, a lot of Tauruses are very creative. So on that day, the moon is making a positive aspect to Neptune and Pisces, and that again is emphasizing creativity and a love of the arts. Good day to maybe go out and enjoy yourself or do something that you love. Okay, on May 15th, we have Venus, the love planet, and your ruler entering Taurus, which is great news. Venus loves to be at home. All planets love to be in the sign that they rule. And Venus is the ruler of both Taurus and Libra. So you're going to be hitting your stride, Taurus. Looking good, feeling inspired, wanting to do things that you love doing, feeling romantic. It's a really good thing for Venus to be at home in Taurus. And on that, during that same time, we have Mercury making a positive aspect to Neptune and Pisces. Again, positive communication, expressing love to people that you love. And then Mars is going to enter Cancer on that same day, where it doesn't love being, but it's totally fine. It's still in harmony with most of the planets that are in Taurus, because Cancer is considered sextile Taurus, which is a positive aspect. Earth and water go together. On May 11th, we have the Sun in Taurus making a positive aspect to Saturn in Capricorn. Excellent day for you, Taurus, in terms of feeling productive, getting things done, especially if you're like learning something new, because Capricorn does rule the 9th house of education and travel. It's a good day to maybe make some travel plans if you're thinking of doing that, or even to be traveling during that time. Really good placement, because Capricorn and Taurus are in sync. On May 18th, okay, so we have a full moon happening in your 7th house of romance. Well, it's really not romance. It's your 7th house of marriage and partnerships. There's something happening in that area, Taurus. Something coming to fruition around that time. It could be a beginning. It could mean an ending. Full moons a lot of times are about completion. Maybe there's a relationship that no longer works for you, and you need to let that go. And I wouldn't fear it, because you have a lot of new activity going on in your sign. So this is a great time for fresh new starts. And I am a true believer that all endings are just new beginnings. So if there is a relationship that you're holding on to, let it go if it's not working. Okay. Then on May 21st, we have the Sun moving into Gemini. It's moving into your 2nd house of income. So we're going to start, especially next month, I'll probably be talking about it. There'll be a lot of activity going on in your finances. And then Mercury is shortly going to follow and move into that area as well. So there's going to be more emphasis on that. And Taurus rules finances. Yeah, May 29th, we have Mercury and Gemini making a difficult aspect to Neptune in Pisces. Again, Mercury is in your second house of income. Pisces, Neptune's in Pisces in your 11th house of friends, groups, and association. Not an excellent time to let someone borrow money. Not an excellent time to borrow money from someone. There's just too much confusion going on that day. I would not recommend it. Don't do it. So Taurus, I hope you have a great birthday month. If you're a Taurus that's born in April, happy belated birthday. And curious to hear how this month goes. Leave some comments down below. Thank you.